Alright, what's up? I'm Charm City 187, yo. It's time for my Week 6 picks. Week 5, I did absolutely atrocious. I was under 500. I was 6-7. I got the Indy-Houston game wrong. Yeah. That was actually a pretty good game, though. Gotta admit, Brian Hoyer coming in almost saved it for him, but they probably would have won if they had started Hoyer. That's gotta suck for Ryan Mallett, though. I got the Chicago-Kansas City game wrong. Kansas City lost Jamal Charles for the year. And this is another thing I'm wondering, if it's like week 6 and your team is just sucking like atrociously and there's no chance in the playoffs, why would you take the chance and something happen like what happened to Jamal Charles? Again, that's like the third time this happened. I think this happened twice to his left knee and once to his right knee. And like I said last week, Kansas City has way too much talent to suck as much as they fucking suck. Got the Seattle-Cincy game wrong. That was a pretty good game, though. I got Jacksonville-Tampa Bay wrong. Took Jacksonville like a dumbass. New Orleans-Philly wrong. Philly, I guess, got their second win of the season last week. And what do you know? Last night, New Orleans beats the 5-0 fucking Atlanta Falcons handedly. Not even close, really. I got the Baltimore game wrong. But in my defense, I did say Baltimore would probably lose and they would probably give up a go-ahead score to end the game. And that's what they did again. And I got Pittsburgh-San Diego wrong, which that game was a clusterfuck from the 2-minute warning on. But yeah, anyways, on to week 6. Last night was October 15th, Thursday Night Football, Atlanta at New Orleans. I took Atlanta, 5-0 Atlanta against 1-4 New Orleans. I was like, yeah, sure, Atlanta's going to kick their ass. Wrong. Julio Jones didn't show up. Roddy White didn't show up. Matt Ryan really didn't show up. The whole defense didn't show up. I don't even think they stopped them. That game was over from the punt block touchdown at the beginning of the game. I was like, oh shit, New Orleans is going to fucking rout these fuckers. And they did. Sunday, October 18th, 1 o'clock games. You got the Redskins at the Jets. Taking the Jets. I think they got too many weapons on offense. Redskins defense really isn't that good. They played pretty well last week, the first half against Atlanta, but they fell apart the second half. Arizona at Pittsburgh. Arizona has way too many offensive weapons for Pittsburgh's defense, minus Palomalu and everybody else on the defense, really. So yeah, and I really think Arizona's defense is gonna fuck Michael Vick up, and Le'Veon Bell isn't gonna do shit that game. Chiefs at Vikings. Who gives a fuck? Chiefs are done. The Vikings are done. They're both in a division where they have no chance in hell in winning. Bengals, Bills. I'm going to take the Bengals, but I do think it's going to be a really good game. Bears, Lions. Who really cares? But I guess I'll take the Bears because the Lions' defense just is absolutely horrible. Who would think getting Haloti Ngata, one of the best defensive tackles or nose tackle or whatever the fuck he is, one of the best tackles in the league, would make your defense go from being the best defense in the league to the fucking absolute worst. And that's just another thing, After players leave Baltimore, they are not worth a fuck. They do not do shit anywhere else. They sign these fucking huge contracts like Paul Kruger, Torrey Smith, not Haloti Nada. Go places, don't do a fucking thing. Broncos at Browns. These fucking idiots on NFL Network are talking like this is going to be a close game. The Broncos are going to destroy them. The Browns, C.J. Anderson is probably going to have 300 yards rushing. I bet you Peyton Manning doesn't throw the ball fucking 10 times because C.J. Anderson is going to be having like 8 to 12 yards a carry. Texans, Jaguars, who gives a fuck? Alright, I got 2 who gives a fuck games. So, for the Chiefs, Vikings, I'm going to say Vikings because AP can just run on them because the Chiefs' defense doesn't give a fuck and their offense has so many weapons that they suck. So I'm going to take the Vikings there, and then for the Texans, Jaguars, I'll take the Texans. Dolphins at Titans. Dolphins got a new head coach. They probably won't win a game the rest of the season. Nah, actually, they'll probably beat Baltimore when we play them. I don't know exactly which week we play them, but we play them towards the end of the season. They'll probably beat us. 4:05, you got the Panthers at the Seahawks. I would take the Panthers if they weren't playing in Seattle, but I'm going to take Seattle. Even though the Panthers are 4-0 and coming off a bye, I still don't think there's going to be enough for them to beat Seattle in Seattle. 4:25, Chargers at Packers. Chargers disgust me after the way they played the other night. Absolutely disgusting. Definitely Packers. Chargers don't stand a chance anyways. Ravens, 49ers. This is another who gives a fuck game, but I'm going to take the 49ers 21-17. The Ravens have no offensive threats, really, besides Justin Forsett and Steve Smith. Steve Smith is all fucked up. Michael Campanaro is injured again. Ever since we've gotten him, he's been injured. Basically, like he'll play like 4 games and then he's gone for the rest of the season. I think that's happened 2 years in a row. Rashad Perryman, we drafted a fucking guy in the first round that has a fucking disease in his leg. He has a disease in his leg. He's never gonna play for us, and we wasted a first round draft pick on him. Yeah. Joe is the worst fourth quarter quarterback in the NFL, and that's pretty bad, yo. Because if he was a decent quarterback in the fourth quarter, and our defense didn't give up the lead every time we get a lead in the fourth quarter, we would probably be 5-0 right now. Because we're 1-4, and the 4 games we lost, there's like if we would have done 1 or 2 things differently, we would have won all them games. And it's just like. Our defense is a totally different team from first half to second half. First half, no one can do shit on them. The second half, they can't get out of their own fucking way. And it's really pissing me off. And that right there is poor coaching. Dean Pease, I swear to God, the BaltimoreRavens.com website, the motherfuckers that run that shit are the most sensitive people in the fucking world, yo. I got blocked for saying this. They had an article saying what Harbaugh says we need to do to save the season, and I was like, we're 1-4. Well, my exact comment started off with Dean Pease must go. Our defense cannot hold a lead because we play weak zones, and we have receivers running with nobody within 10 yards of them. And I was like, we're 1-4. The division leader's 5-0, so the division's out of the question. And really, the wild card is out of the question because there's the wild card is out of the question for us. We can't even fucking win a home game. Like, everybody's talking about, yo, we got 7 out of 9 straight at home. We haven't even won a home game yet. We lost to the fucking Browns at home. But yeah, I got banned from the BaltimoreRavens.com for that comment. Not a single curse word in it at all, just straight up fucking banned. So that's how sensitive them fucking faggots over there are. Garrett fucking Downing and Ryan Mink fucking faggots. Let's see. 8:30 Sunday Night Football. Patriots at Colts. I'm going to take the Patriots 56-13. They're absolutely going to destroy them. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom Brady throws for 8 touchdown passes. I wouldn't be surprised if they told LeGarrette Blount to run the ball to the 1 yard line and take a knee, and then Tom Brady just keep on throwing touchdown passes. Because they're going to run the ball all game long. The Colts defense is horrible. Monday, October 19th, 8:30 Monday Night Football. Giants at Eagles. Everybody is getting on Odell Beckham, calling him a whiny little bitch and 1 year wonder. I'm still trying to figure out why that motherfucker was crying like a baby after the other night's game. Like, he didn't even play most of the second half. They brought him in on the last drive to be like a diversion decoy, and got lucky with a pass interference on a ball he was never going to catch. But yeah, everybody's getting on Odell Beckham. But I'm still going to take the Giants because the Eagles can't get out of their own way too. So this will probably be Chip Kelly's last year in the NFL. And on the bye this week, you got the Cowboys, the Raiders, the Rams, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, alright, I'm out. Peace.